According to a 2012 study by Alpla, Gershoff found a link between spanking practiced by parents on their children and 10 negative behaviors, including aggression, antisocial behavior, and mental health problems. 23 states in the U.S. allow corporal punishment in state-funded schools. A 2024 article by the National Education Association explains that corporal punishment is defined as paddling, spanking, or any other form of physical punishment imposed on a child. Hardy County is a district that still uses corporal punishment. The U.S. Congress should pass a legislative bill that prohibits the use of corporal punishment in state-funded schools. My first main point will discuss the negative impact of corporal punishment on children. My second main point will be about how you can contribute to the legislation and the steps to its implementation. My final point will describe what an America without corporal punishment looks like for everyone. To begin with, corporal punishment affects students differently depending on their social status. Black students are more likely to receive corporal punishment than white students. A 2016 report by Gershoff, Elizabeth T., and Sarah A. Font found that the rate of disparities for Black children was 51% in Alabama and Mississippi and between 17 to 28% in other southeastern states. Students with disabilities have a disparity rate of over 50% in 67% of schools in Alabama. Some administrators punish these children for displaying symptoms of their disability. This practice goes against the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. The physical harm corporal punishment causes has been atypical brain development and is indirectly associated with injuries, asthma, and hospitalization. The mental harm corporal punishment does is that it produces feelings of isolation, loneliness, fear, sadness, humiliation, and low self-esteem. Kids who are punished have a higher risk for behavioral issues. They can begin to believe that violence is a solution and display antisocial behavior against their peers. A student's education can decline as a result. According to a 2019 journal article by Gershoff, a longitudinal study of 4 countries found that the more children experienced school corporal punishment when they were 8 years old, the lower their math or reading achievement score when they were 12 was in 2 of the countries. School corporal punishment is listed as a reason that people drop out of school. It has been linked with smaller vocabularies and poor test results. Now let me explain how this issue can be resolved and how you can help. To implement the prohibition of school corporal punishment, collaboration is needed. The legislative bill should advocate for law reform of any law that justifies school corporal punishment. A national action plan needs to be created and ratified by a legal body. To support the implementation, campaigns will be made to raise awareness. Teachers and administrators can help by using nonviolent methods instead of physical punishment. For instance, they can communicate discrepancies by saying, "I am not happy with how you behave today." They can encourage self-reflection by telling the student to think about how they can improve their behavior. In my last point, I will describe how the U.S. Students can function better without corporal punishment. We can look at countries that have banned corporal punishment and observe their accomplishments. A 2021 research paper by the End Corporal Punishment Organization states, in Germany, which achieved full prohibition in 2000, research showed significant decreases in violent punishment which has been linked to decreases in violence by young people in school. In 2018, Canadian studies by the American Psychological Association found that positive discipline is linked to a victorious school performance. Without school corporal punishment, the U.S. would not have to suffer from the cost of school dropouts related to it. The country could invest in the government more. As I've said, the consequences of corporal punishment are credible enough to merit a bill against it. I explained that corporal punishment has more drawbacks than benefits. I described how the U.S. Congress should take action and how adults should discipline students. I visualized how a society would improve if schools stopped using corporal punishment. In closing, you can add your name to a list of organizations that support the prohibition to become a supporter.